I did my project on Vishnu and Lakshmi. Throughout the semester, I had a lot of ideas on what to do for the final project, like have a photo shoot with my kids dressed as Dhruv and Draupadi to reenact their birth from the fire like we read in the Palace of Illusions, or to plant 100 seedlings and do a time lapse of them growing to reenact the 100 children that came from the lump of flesh uh, Gandhari Gandhari birth, but I couldn't quite figure out how to execute these the way I imagined, and I was running out of time from being undecided, so I settled with drawing. I did a post originally on time, but I couldn't sleep well because I did not feel I did my Dharma properly as a student, hence the redoing of my project. It took me a while to do the first one, and I didn't even get to capture it because I had phone issues, so I missed the whole process, which was a critical blow. Anywho, I did Vishnu and Lakshmi to represent the divine feminine and masculine. I put in the video the final project, or the final outcome of the last project. But I was missing a lot of elements. I did Vishnu because he's the all pervader and protector of the universe, and Lakshmi because who better to represent the feminine than her? She's the goddess of prosperity and good fortune, and the only one that can stand up to Vishnu. Vishnu, the all powerful, except when it comes to his wife, happy life, and Vishnu knows it. In my second attempt, I managed to fit all the weapons Vishnu holds that distinguish him from the other gods in his avatars: the conch, the discus, the mace, and the lotus flower. The way that they're drawn in other depictions, with 2 arms in the front, 2 arms in the back, representing his presence in the spiritual realm, and in this world, those are difficult to depict in the drawing for me because I did a profile of both Lakshmi and Vishnu. But thankfully, there's some forgiveness in the creative liberty of an artist, so I didn't feel like I would be struck down if I didn't get it quite right. For Lakshmi, I drew her holding a red lotus, which is closely associated with her as it grows above swampy water, like how we're supposed to rise past the filth of life to bloom. I always like to include animals in my drawings because they're fun to draw and always add like this element for me of my appreciation as a human. Because in this life, being human, I'm only able to get certain experiences because I'm human. So I don't know. Drawing the animals is fun. I added Vishnu's mount, Garuda, who according to his description resembles a kite. I did not draw accurately because I wanted to stay in my comfort zone. I drew an elephant for Lakshmi as another aspect of good fortune, prosperity, and abundance. Usually there are more elephants pouring water over her, but I drew I just drew one and that one's holding a lei representing wealth. I personally think that the second drawing is better than the first, but I hope that aesthetically they are both pleasing.